Hello everyone, my name is Amanda and welcome back to another video of the Planty Mandy. Alright, so welcome to part 3 of my Hoya Foliage Favorites series. And this time I decided I want to talk about a less common category, I guess, which is the variegated Hoyas. Alright, so I always want to start with the one that it's a little bit easier to find. Like some people call it common, but I would just call it like a little bit more easily accessible. And this is my Hoya Carnosa Krimson Princess. Yes, it's very big. It's blocking my face, but that's okay. You're not here to look at my face. You're here to look at the Hoyas. So yeah, so Hoya Carnosa Krimson Princess, it's a cultivar from Hoya Carnosa. And it has this really beautiful inner variegation. So you can see the yellow variegation is inside the leaves. And when the leaves actually first came out, there's a good example right here. I don't know if you can see it, but they're kind of pink. And you can even see some pink variegation on this more like mature leaves as well. So yeah, I really love this plant. I have a smaller one, but you know, I figure I will show you the big one. But yeah, I really like this plant because it's so easy. Like it's so easy to grow. And yeah, because it have the you know, carnosa genes in it, and you guys know carnosa is just a really forgiving Hoyas. And it have like a more succulent leaves too. So I actually leave this outside of my house, so it's not in my house at all, it's outside on more like an eastern exposure. So yeah, it's happily growing, as you can see the new grow, and it's winding everywhere. So yeah, if you are first starting to collect Hoyas and you want some beautiful variegation or like pink leaves, yeah, try Hoya Carnosa Krimson Princess. And yeah, they're pretty easy to find in most local nursery, and even sometime in the big box store as well. So yeah, so this is my Hoya Carnosa Krimson Princess. Really like it. So this is my first favorite variegated Hoyas. Yay! Okay. So next one, it's also a cultivar, meaning that it's a cultivated varieties of Hoya. So, you know, people take like a Hoya species and then, you know, mess with the genes and then they become a different plant. So this is my Hoya australis lisa. So as its name states, it's, you know, a cultivar from australis, which is also really forgiving and easy to care for plants. And by the way, if you you know, want to know the easier plant to begin with, I did film a best Hoya for beginner videos. I'll leave it somewhere on the screen. But and australis, Hoya australis is one of them. But yeah, no, this one, yeah, it's a cultivar of Hoya australis, and you know, the people cultivate it for its variegation. So you can see how it's also have the inner variegation, like the green and the yellow. And people also really love the new leaves when they first came out in this like red or pink color. Yeah, so I really like it. I picked this one out because so I have a large one, but the large one is not currently having any like, you know, new leaves, but I want to show you like how the new leaves it's you know, coming out. It's like this red pink color, and my baby one has one, so I just want to show you. So yeah, it's also really easy, just like australis. I would say it's grow like a tiny bit slower, just because it's you know, variegated varieties. So yeah, make sure you, if you want to grow this one, I will recommend you to give it like a lot of light. I do notice that at least in my environment, the more light you give it, the more color it has, which makes sense because, you know, they do need the enough light to maintain the variegation. So yeah, so this is my number 2 variegated Hoyas. This is the Hoya australis lisa. Really good one. So the next 2, I would say it's a little bit harder to find. at least in, you know, my market right now. And they are a little bit pricier. So yeah, so, and in my opinion, when I look at them, they kind of look alike. You know, the color look alike, but the leaf shape does not. So let's show you this one first. And this is my Hoya heuschkeliana. I'm sure I butchered the name, but you know, that's just how I roll. But yeah, so this is a Hoya heuschkeliana variegata. So it's a variegated Hoya heuschkeliana. So the regular Hoya heuschkeliana, keep saying it in a weird way, it's completely green. But this one is a variegated version, so you can see the variegation. It's a you know, pretty much the whole leaf. So the inside it's a yellow, and then you can see the green on the outline. Sorry, it's not really focusing. So yeah, so this is a smaller leaf species, and I got it for the similar reason of my Hoya australis, because I know that this plant actually, when the new leaves come out, it's actually have this like pale pink color. So I really want to see that. It hasn't, you know, grown for me yet because I literally just got it a few weeks ago. And yeah, but it has been doing well. It has been like acclimating to my environment. So I'm just gonna, you know, leave it alone and give it a lot of bright light, just like my other variegated Hoyas. And I hope she'll give me a new leaves soon. So Hoya, Hoya heuschkeliana. There you go. Oops, variegata. So this is the third one. So the fourth one look really similar, like I said, to the third one, variegation wise, but it's a different leaf shape. And this one is, ta-da! This is my Hoya Bella variegata, variegated Hoya Bellas. Yeah, so as you can see, the variegation, it's also like inside the leaves, and then you have this like the green outline, and it gave me some new leaves. So you can see that is exactly what I'm talking about with the heuschkeliana. It's like when the leaves first came out, it's this like really beautiful pink color. And even you can see like this one is a little bit grown, but the middle, oops, sorry, the vein right here, try to get it focused, it's also pink. So yeah, it's a really, really beautiful, delicate, really delicate Hoyas in my opinion. So I got this from a trade. So I have a really good friend named Ken, and Ken also lives in San Francisco. So we trade plants all the time, and he asked me if I want to trade Hoya Bella variegata, and I was like, oh yeah, you know, sure, I'll take it. And he was really nice, and then he traded this with me. He rooted it himself. Yeah, so I really like it. And by the way, Ken has a lot of great plants. So I'm gonna leave his Instagram like somewhere on the screen so you guys can check him out. But yeah, extremely nice person. Give me this really pretty Hoya Bella variegata. So yeah, I would say just like the regular Hoya Bella, I probably would give it a little bit more moisture. Since it's also have like a thinner leaves, and you can see it is in nacre. So yeah, so it's make it easier for me to like control the moisture level. So yep, really delicately beautiful Hoya Bella variegata. Yay! Okay, I'm saving the best for the last. So this is my favorite out of my collection. Favorite variegated Hoyas. And when I show you this in a second, you may think it's something else, but it's actually not. And that's the other fun thing too. So the reason I like this one a lot better is a lot of the variegated Hoyas other than the Princess, I don't know why, but they tend to have like a little bit thinner leaves. And as you know, I like thicker succulent leaves. So this one is actually, you know, kind of my jam right here. So I'll show you. Ta-da! So when you first glance at it, you may think this is a Hoya carnosa Crimson Queen, but it's not. because you guys know, if you guys have been following me for a while, knows how many Hoya Crimson Queen I have, I have killed. And I kind of like gave up, on the Hoya Crimson Queen because I just don't want to keep killing it. So going back to this plant, this is actually a Hoya Susie Q. So I don't know if you heard of this species before, but Hoya Susie Q is pretty much a variegated version of Hoya crinkle eggs. So if you go really close up, I don't even know if you can see it, even if you're really close up, you can see the dimples, the dimples on the leaves. And of course, if I touch it, I can totally feel the dimples on the leaves. So yeah, you can kind of see it, yeah, I guess, yeah. So you see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dimples. And that's why it's called crinkle eggs, right? But this one is a variegated version of Hoya crinkle eggs. So it's a Hoya Susie Q. And I think the name is really, really cute. And yeah, you can see the variegation. It's just, basically the same as the Hoya Crimson Queen, that the white variegation is outside and the green is inside. And it's have some like completely white leaves as well. So people will ask like, oh, do you cut off the white leaves because it's like sapping energy from the plant? I normally just let it be, and if the plant cannot support it, the leaf will drop anyway. So as long as you keep the plant healthy and it's look happy, I don't really bother to cut it off because it's beautiful. So yeah, you can see it better, like all the side, dimples on the leaves. So yeah, so this is my favorite. Like this is the Hoya Susie Q. Susie Q. Yeah, I'll put the name somewhere. You know that. So yeah, this is like my favorite variegated Hoya because it's really easy to care for some reason. Like it's easier than the Hoya Crimson Queen. And then it also have this really beautiful variegation. Very succulent leaves, just like the crinkle egg. So it's pretty resilient. So, yay! This is my favorite, Hoya Susie Q. Yay! Perfect. So let's recap really quick. So the first one I have is this big mama, Hoya carnosa Krimson Princess. Super easy, super prolific, and if you want to start with a Hoya, this is one of them you definitely should go for. And it's like easy to find and like more affordable too, at least in my area. So yep, Hoya carnosa Krimson Princess. And the second one, it's also pretty easy to grow, maybe a tiny bit harder to find, but I heard that some people find it in big box store now. So this is the Hoya australis, a thinner leaf species, but not hard to care at all. Yay. Alright, so the next two, remember this is the Hoya heuschkeliana variegata. A little bit harder to find, at least in my area. But yeah, I have like this really cute little leaves. And the new leaves will come out pink. And next one will be Hoya bella. Sometimes people call it Hoya lanceolata bella. And this is a variegata version of it. Very delicate. Also pink new leaves. And really beautiful. Got this from Ken. Yay! So yeah, because if you ask me if I'm going to actively go seek out this plant, I probably won't. But since Ken had one and he wanted to trade, I was like, okay, I'll take it. And last but not least, my Hoya Susie Q. It's so beautiful, so cute. And I also would say that the leaves look a little bit, more longer than the regular Crimson Queen. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, this is very succulent, very cute species with a cute name. So yeah, so that's the 5. All right. So let me know what you think, and what is your favorite variegated Hoyas, if you do have any. Yeah, and as always, just make sure you leave the comment below and let me know like how do you like this video, and if you have any suggestion or any feedback, I would greatly appreciate it. As always, if you like this video, make sure you click like, and if you want more future video, make sure you click subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.